How y'all doing, everyone? It's been a couple weeks. It feels good to be talking to the camera again. I was a little busy with work and stuff. Had some things going on. This week's a birthday week for me. It's my birthday Saturday and getting things ready for the party. So I had to do those kind of chores you have to do with cake and catering, and we get jumpers and stuff like that because it's my daughter's birthday is next Friday, which is Halloween night, Halloween day. And we don't want to celebrate her birthday after Halloween because it's like a costume party. Her birthday normally is. So we're going to celebrate it tomorrow on my actually real birthday, and I can't wait for it. So it's been a tough couple weeks just making phone calls, getting things. Work's been a little demanding, so I haven't been able to do another video. So what I'm going to do here is another little video, just a little, try to make it 15 minutes. See we're out on time. And we're going to talk about some stupid things that I've done. I mean, we all do stupid things, everyone. And I can talk about it probably for days, about all the stupidest things I've done, if I really get teedy with it. I just want to talk about a few stupid things, just for shits and giggles, just for you to understand a little bit more about me, as well as, again, this is for my family. So I want my children and my granddaughters and great-grandchildren to always see this is what Grandpa was about. And these are some of his stories. So here we go. Again, stupid things I've done. I think this is kind of stupid, but I should have asked more people in life advice, information. What should I do? I really should have. And even when I did ask a little bit, I don't think I listened. So I think that's a probably really big stupid thing I did, because I didn't. I could have learned some things much easier when it comes to like credit, or dating the wrong girl, or buying the wrong car, or living in the wrong house, the wrong roommates, or anything. Playing sports with the wrong people, hanging with the wrong friends. I wish I would have. And it's hard when you're back younger, living in that moment, asking people, what would you do? What would you do? Because, we don't want to act like we're dumb, or we didn't know, or insecure, or whatever you want to call it. But I think anybody growing up from any age, from 10 on or 15 on, you got to ask people questions. You really do. It'll help you in life, hopefully not make as many mistakes. You'll be a much better person for it if you're asking the right people. Don't ask the wrong people. That's another thing. Know what you're asking to figure out. Quick little example. If I want to know about the 49ers, I don't ask a Dallas Cowboy fan. I ask about the 49ers. If I want to learn about them, I talk to a 49er fan. If I want to learn about lawn mowing, I don't talk to a painter. Some people ask the wrong people. You don't ask someone with broken relationships how to have a good relationship. I don't think they know. I really don't. So again, it's about asking the right people. But I wish I would have did that in life, and I didn't. So now, as I live my life, I'm telling my workers, my family, my friends, things they might not be asking them, but I'm trying to give advice and trying to teach and make sure people don't make stupid mistakes, kids or family or friends. So again, I'm trying to help people every day at work. My workers love it, especially some of my new workers who don't know me, who don't know who I am or what I'm about. My new workers love it because they're like, gosh, Phil, every day is like a lesson. It's like a lecture in life, as well as we're working, I'm getting paid, and a lot of the things I say to them, they can relate to their everyday life, and they can bring it home to their family, friends, roommates, wife. So again, I didn't like it in life that I took a lot of the wrong people on vacation. It's hard when you're growing up, guys. We fall in love with a girl, we like a girl, whatever. We buy them the wrong gifts, or we spend a lot of money, and then we take them on vacations. And what I mean by a lot of money, if you spend like over $500 for Christmas, that's a lot of money for a girlfriend. You're taking a girlfriend on a cruise, or Disneyland, or Vegas, or Canada. These are some of the things I did. I regret all of them. And I wish that I had somebody in my life that would help me understand that, Phil, these memories you're making with these girlfriends are just weak, false memories. They're just down the line in life. You're not going to remember them. You're not going to want to remember them. You're not going to need to remember them. They don't benefit you in any way. I can't share my stories with my brother, my mother, or my wife because they or she was not there. If I could redo all of it again, I know it might sound weird, I would have took my brother on the cruise. That would have been a blast. My brother having fun, bonding. Took my brother or my mother to Las Vegas or Canada or Sacramento for drag racing. I would have took my family. Then I'd have those memories and those pictures. I took pictures and did things with girls that I ripped all those pictures up because I'm married now. They're not things you should need in a marriage. When you get married, if you want to stay happily married, be happily married, get rid of all that old memorabilia. It's garbage. You don't need that. Don't look at that old picture of that old girl. That's just a negative thing that could affect the marriage. Your wife can find it. It's bad for you. Get rid of that shit. If you marry the right woman, get rid of that shit. If you marry the wrong woman, you're an idiot, and you might as well keep those pictures and shit because you're not with the right woman yet. So you might need those pictures to make you feel good, or to make you call that girl because you miss her, or whatever, or Facebook her. Nowadays, everybody finds everything on Facebook. But, again, I regret that. I should have never taken girlfriends on vacations. I could have went with my family. I could have told girls when I dated them that me and my brother bond and we have a great relationship, and we bond a lot on these vacations, and I just don't take my girlfriend, period. They wouldn't have cared. They wouldn't have said, well, I don't want to date you if we're not going on vacations. I don't want to be with you if you're not going to buy me fancy Christmas presents. Most women aren't like that. So again, I wouldn't have brought any of them. I would have spent my money and memories with my family. And then me and my parents and my brother could always share those stories. And all the pictures, that'd be awesome. So I regret that in life, guys. So all of you people who are dating the wrong people, or you don't know if you're the right person, stop wasting that money on Christmas presents and birthday presents. Stop. You can still buy them some. They're still going to like flowers. Don't buy the $100 bouquet. Buy the $20 bouquet. Don't take her to Vegas. Take her to Utah for the weekend. Spend less money. I'm just saying, if you don't know if you're with the right person, spend less money on those girls. Because you're just wasting your money and time, and you're wasting the memories. Trust me. In the long run, you will thank me. Don't do that. God, stealing when I was young and old. Okay, we all regret stealing. We've all stole. Let me tell you how you've all stolen. Sometimes you'll be at the bank, or you'll be writing a check at the grocery store, and you'll take the pin with you by accident. You'll go in the car, drive away, you took the pin. You're a thief. You didn't mean to steal, but you stole. Very common accident for stealing. We all steal pins. So we're all thieves. So, some of the things I'm not proud of, things I've stole, like, it's weird how movies and music could motivate you or push you in a direction. But I watched a movie back in college, American Me. It's not a great movie for everyone, but it's a gangster movie about prison life and how prison gangs live and learn. And it's just a story about what's life like to be in a prison, to be a part of that. I never have been in that situation, and I'm interested in a way of it just by learning and talking to people, but never going to prison. But it's still always something where I can't believe how people would live that way or how they did, or it's just mind-boggling because I've never been there. But American Me kind of motivated me to be a thief when I was at a certain age. In college, I was doing some stealing and shouldn't have did it, and I almost got caught, and some certain things I did, and I'm not proud of that. But I stole and I shouldn't. But a movie motivated me to think I could steal things and make extra money and kind of have one of those guys that have money in my pocket and dress really nice, and maybe people would respect me more. Stupid that I did that. I should never have stole that. I remember I stole once a long time ago. I was like 10 years old. I was at a store, and they had this toy, an Optimus Prime. It's a Transformer. This is back when I was probably 13 or younger. Transformers first came out. I'm not sure of the years, guys. But there was a store I went into where the exit door was over here, and the enter door was over here. So I go in the enter door. I find this $40 Optimus Prime, and I go and I put him by the enter door. Set him there. I go out the exit door. I come back in the enter door, hold the door open. I grabbed my toy, and I closed the door and I left. And I stole it. Bad. Stealing is bad. I stole that. I don't like the fact that, this is a weird thing, but I stole a girl or two's virginity. And what I mean by stealing is they let me in. It was, we agreed on sex, but I shouldn't have been the one to take that from them. They should have given it to somebody who maybe would have appreciated it. And I thought I appreciated it at the time, but of course I was young and dumb. I didn't know. And we all been young and dumb, and we all didn't know. But I still regret that. I wish I would have never been with women like that who took something that's really important from them, because now as they get older and married and live on the rest of their life, they have this little memory with somebody who's nothing to them, nothing important. Not that they would have saved it for their marriage, but still, that's kind of stealing a four-figure speech kind of way. Other things that I stole, that's pretty much about it. But stealing, stealing's not good, so try not to steal. It always catches up with you. God's watching, karma's watching. It'll catch you in some way. You steal something here and you're winning, you think it's great. Over here you get a flat tire next week. I think it's karma. You're stealing from over here, get nice clothes, whatever you want to do. Come over here, in a week or two, your clothes get ripped up in the dryer or the wash machine. Or your clothes get ruined when you're drinking something. Or something else happens. Karma's weird, guys. It doesn't really do the same thing you did. Just because you steal, someone doesn't steal from you. It's not how karma works. Okay, just so you know. You steal, you can break a leg. It's an extreme karma, but it's still, because you did this, it controlled your destiny of life. You stole, which affects your destiny. So through time, the next week or two or whenever, your destiny, you stole, you broke your leg. And believe it or not, if you wouldn't have done that stealing, it might have affected your future, and you might not have been in that situation at the same time, broke your leg. It's kind of weird how it works. Hard to explain, can't get to that in 15 minutes. but that's a form of karma in my beliefs. So, another thing I think is stupid is, this is weird, but this is my beliefs, buying cars. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I buy trucks now. And all the cars I had, they're gone. I don't need them anymore. And they never did that much for me. I just drove around, put a couple people in the car. They didn't have as much of a purpose. They didn't serve as much of a purpose. Trucks are great. Get your Christmas tree in it. You can buy all good presents and gifts and buy a desk and couches. You can use your truck to move furniture, move your friends, move your girlfriend. You can move people with your truck. Nowadays, these trucks are amazing. 4 doors, nice stereos in them. And back in the days, trucks were mostly 2 doors. That's fine, but now trucks are like cars. So get a truck. You can pull trailers. You can help your friends when their cars break down. Trucks are amazing, and girls look good in trucks, so buy a girl a truck. Why not? A little truck? Nothing wrong with that. You know, girls want little bugs or whatever little cars they want, Hondas and Hyundais. I'm going to hopefully encourage my daughters to get trucks. They probably won't, but that's okay. But trucks are just better. So again, it's my own problem, my own thing. I regret buying cars. I should have bought trucks when I was younger. My first car was a Z28. Should have never got it. Sure, it was cool. It was like a lowrider. It was all bumping. I was trying to be all cool at school. Wasted memories. Wasted time. Got nothing out of it. If I would have bought a truck, I might still have it. It could be a classic. And it could do stuff for me. It's more than just a vehicle. I live in Boise. There's lots of snow. Having a truck's great. 4-wheel drive. Cars don't do as well in the snow. I'm just saying, I regret that. I feel that was a stupid thing I did. I bought a car when I should have been buying trucks. Now all I own is trucks or SUVs. With my wife has an SUV. Because in the future we're going to get a boat, and I want our car to be able to tow the boat so I can tow trailers and stuff with my truck. So again, I recommend not buying cars. Just buy trucks. They're nice. They do a lot more for you. They do way more. 3 times. You don't get as good gas mileage, but it's not that big a deal, you guys, really. Now, if you drive for a living and you're going across the country all the time or out of the state, you buy a car. Or lease a car for that. Don't lease a car, no. You can buy a car for that if you want. Borrow your mom's car, whatever. Here's something that was stupid. Well, it's not really stupid, it's kind of funny. But it's stupid because I kind of believe what people told me and I shouldn't have. So again, first time I ever went skiing. I'm on my way up skiing up here at Bogus Basin in Idaho. And I'm driving with some guys who ski. And I'm like, hey, I'm like 29 years old, maybe 30 years old. And I said, okay, guys, when I'm skiing now, I see these poles. Does anybody ever get hit in the face with them? Does anybody ever get hurt? They're like, no, they've never seen it. So I'm thinking, cool. So I get up there. It takes me a few hours, but I figured out the skiing. I'm pretty coordinated. So I figured it out, you guys. I was skiing. It's having a good time. My brother was struggling a little bit. So after about 2 hours of skiing, he came down. His legs were all burning and stuff from trying, and he kind of rested at the bottom of the hill. So as I go up there and I come down, I'm trying to show off. And isn't it funny how so much shit happens when you show off? Something bad can happen out of it. So I'm going down the hill, and I see my brother and a couple friends sitting there just on the side of the hill, just resting. So I thought I'd, do something I don't know how to do. I was going to throw the snow at them and get them all covered with snow. It sounds funny, right? Whatever. So I'm skiing, I'm getting up to them. So I go to throw the snow. So I'm bending my legs throwing the snow. Well, it's kind of like a spring. So as I throw the snow, it springs me. I fly, literally like 5 feet in the air. My pole hits the ground. My face hits the pole. 6 stitches. Open my lip, wide open. Open my lip, blood everywhere. Ruin the party, the show. We had to get in the truck, drive 25, 30 minutes down the hill, to the hospital so I could get stitches. So luckily we got 2 hours out of our entertainment. But again, I was stupid for showing off. I didn't know how to do it. Never practiced it before. I just did it for the first time. And the spring, launched me. And boom. Stupid. I had stitches. I had to grow a little goatee because I thought it looked funny. Stupid thing I did by showing off. That's something that's funny too about stupid things. A little joke. They always say, what's the last thing, I don't know if I got this right now, but it's either, what's the last thing a redneck says before he dies? And people say, what? And you say, hey y'all, watch this. Funny ass joke, it's very true. I've hung with some rednecks. I've been with some cowboys and on some ranches. So I've met some people who, they do that on the ranch. They're always like, hey, come out and check this out. Hey y'all, check this out. And then something stupid happens. But when I heard that joke, I was laughing so hard, because that is funny. What's the last thing a redneck says before he dies? Hey y'all, watch this. Spread the joke. It's funny, it's clean, and it's true. Here's another joke for you. When you're driving by a cemetery, okay? Any cemetery you want, you're driving, you see it. Ask the person in the car next to you, hey, how many people do you think are dead in that cemetery? 9 out of 10 people are going to say 2 or 3,000. You turn to them and say, all of them. Because at a cemetery, they all are dead. Good little clean joke. Spread the word. Okay, so, God, how does time fly so fast? All right, here's another one. Okay, April Fool's jokes, right? Always funny. Bullshit. Think about how many people have broken up on April Fool's joke. fighting, getting a crash, anger management, everything. April Fool's jokes sometimes get taken a little too far, guys. Shit happens. We've all been there. Let me tell you one of my April Fool's jokes that backfired in my face, okay? I'll try to tell it to you quick because I only got a couple minutes. Okay, so freshman in college, spring break. My girlfriend at the time leaves for spring break. I meet a girl at the dance club. I take her back to the dorm room. We do our little thing. Everything's fine. She leaves. No big deal. So that's spring break. That's like March 24th, March 25th, whatever. Okay. April Fool's comes. The day is going. Everybody's playing jokes. Everybody's doing things. No big deal. I'm in college. I'm at the dorms. Then it's my time. It's about 9:30, 10 at night. It's been calm. Everything's kind of relaxed. So I thought I'd decide to tell my girlfriend an April Fool's joke. Now, she didn't know I was going to do this. So I tell my girlfriend. I sit there and I kind of look all kind of sad. I'm kind of like, hey, you know, I gotta tell you something that's been bothering me. And she's like, you know, what is it? And she acts like she cares because women do normally act like they care and they're compassionate and they're passionate, so they want to, you know, baby their man or, you know, comfort their man. And I started telling the story. It's like, hey, you know, I met this girl when you were on spring break, and I was drinking a little bit. Even though I wasn't drinking, I tried to make the April Fool's joke funnier. So I was like, I was drinking a little bit because I was only 19. And I took this girl, you know, back to my dorm, and I feel horrible, you know. And as I'm telling the story, she starts crying a little bit. So I'm thinking, I'm doing good on this joke. And she's crying, and I'm like, you know, but I took her into the dorm room, and she spent the night, and I'm so sorry that I cheated on you. Now she's really crying, and I feel like my joke's not very funny anymore, so I'm like, girl, I'm sorry, you know, but I'm like, you know how it is, girl. It's April Fool's, April Fool's. And she starts crying more, and I'm like, hey, I'm just joking, babe. You know, what's the problem? I'm going like this because she's sitting on the bed. And she's like, I already heard that story, you asshole. I thought it was a lie. You just said the whole thing I already heard. And I was like, oh my God, who the fuck told you? And I was all mad because, you know, misery loves company. And since I'm mad now because she's turning it on me, and now I'm mad at the guy who told her or whoever told her, because I'm mad, I want him to be mad so we can fight or whatever. But God, it was so bad to me. I felt so bad. And she said, wouldn't stop crying. And she broke up with me. But what's so weird is she believed that I didn't do that. She just didn't even take it to me. She just automatically thought, Phil would never do that. He loves me. Whatever. Horrible April Fool's joke. Backfired in my face. And literally, guys, I still see it so bad. She was just crying. And then she said she heard it already. So I know who did it. Of course, I confronted him, but he had a bunch of boys around him, so I couldn't go psycho on him. I'm not psycho, but I wanted to go psycho on him because psycho's kind of scary. People don't like dealing with psycho. Sometimes you can pretend to be psycho and scare the fuck out of everybody, but you really ain't psycho. You're just being crazy. But I wanted to take this phone. I couldn't, but I told him, if I ever see you alone, this is back then, if I ever see you alone, it's on. I can't wait. I never saw him alone. He's always with people. He never went out to the clubs. He never was out. He was like just a school guy who happened to see me go into the dorms that night with that girl, and happened to have connections with the room next to my room to hear what we were talking about, hear what was going on. And then he happened to like her, have a small crush on the girl I was dating. So of course he wanted to break us up. Again, terrible April Fool's joke. So, God, you know, I got to cut it short again because I don't want to talk too long. But I got more things to talk about next time. I want to give you something. I'm going to have a great weekend. I can't wait. I'll try to tell you about it next time. Next time I'm on the show. I don't know what I'm going to talk about next. I just want to talk about some stupid things I did. Much love, much respect. Don't forget, about 20 days, November 15th. Filthy Phil, baby. A real performance. True comedy right here. 2 hours of some shit. I can't wait. So again, what time is it? I don't know. I gotta go. Y'all be peace. Take care. Out. Filthy Phil out, baby. Out.